Ramden no longer the short stack of his table. He's in the middle of the pack.
Ah, what a river card. What a river card.
If it was the king of clubs, that would have been all right.
The king of clubs would have given Daneman the nut flush.
What did you have? Air ball?
Ace-8. Clubs.
All right, to our outer table.
What are you doing coming in with that hand? I love it.
And an old friend of ours we see, Lance Funston.
Lance looks healthy, robust, and with a firmer grasp of the chip values.
Nice to see him back in Atlantic City at the USPC a year ago, and only his second major tournament. Lance made a lasting impression with his naively novel approach to the game.
I'm going to bet 2 orange or purple, and I'm going to raise you just 1 orange. Can I do that?
You got to go at least 2 more orange and 1 more purple.
Okay, I'm going to go 4 oranges and 2 purples for you. The other button right here, big threat. Right there. Normally doesn't mean anything, but when it's in front of me.
Indeed, Lance was a big threat last year, splashing and spilling his way deep into the tournament. Wow!
Let's hear it for Lance.
I am so sorry.
Thanks, buddy. I need the chips. I really do. I need the chips. I'm sucking wind here.
The whole table thought he was drawing dead. When he said all in and he said call, we thought it was over for Lance, but we were so wrong.
And what kind of faith is that? What? You guys have no faith.
Lance, you have a lot of money and you have a job that isn't poker.
So Lance survived his all-in. We'll keep an eye on him. But let's go back to our featured table in the poker room. 3 players are going to the flop. Kevin Mason has the lead with ace-king. Orndorff and Raymer also in the hand. And now the flop. Ace 9-8. All 3 got a piece of that. Mason is best with a pair of aces. And he will act first. 800. Betting 800. To Orndorff, who got middle pair. He'll fold. Now Fossil Man. The pair of 9s makes the call.
And Raymer in a familiar position, middle pair and trailing.
And now the turn card. With Mason in the lead. Another ace. Mason puts a hammer lock on the hand with trips.
Oh, but he checks it.
Raymer checks behind it. Getting a free card to the river, though it's not going to help him. It's a 3 of spades. 1100 from Mason.
Raymer might have been confused by that check on the turn. He really should look at his soda, and he'd see it's half empty, not half full. Half full, he can bet. Half empty, he should fold.
Raymer raises to 3,500.
Never saw a raise coming there. Wow.
Oh, Mason calls him. Flush.
Nope. Just 2 pair.
Indeed, just 2 pair. Not good enough, and Mason will take the pot. So Kevin Mason gets some chips off the former world champion.
And with many more hands like that, Fossil Man's going to run out of chips before he finishes his soda.
All right, let's get back to our arena table. Roland Isra is the man to beat at this table right now with almost 29,000 chips. And action is on Roland. He's got pocket queens again.
And he picked up most of his chips with pocket queens earlier.
He's going to raise it up to 150. Blind still at 25 and 50. Action folds over to Linder. Linder with pocket 3s, 38-year-old from Pennsylvania. Won $60,000 in Atlantic City event a few months ago.
Victor Randon just called 7-5 offsuit.
He just called with 7-5
Is there a
offsuit.
special today on 7-5 offsuit?
Daneman goes in with 8-6 offsuit. So 4 players to the flop. The Queens of Isra lead the way. Pocket pair for Linder also. And here's our flop. It is 8 ace queen. Isra with a set again. Daneman first to act. He got a pair of 8s. He checks. Isra checks.
800.
And Linder's going to make it 800 with pocket 3s.
To not get this in front of my cards.
The guy with 1/10 of 1% chance of winning the hand just bet. He senses weakness around the table. Thinks his pocket 3s might take the pot down right now. Of course, he's wrong.
Ramden and Daneman's fishing expedition is over. They fold. Now over to Isra with a set of queens.
Originally checked them.
And now he's going to raise it up.
And you see that, Tell? He reached for chips again, Lon, before he bet.
You are one observant
Always
color
seems to be
announcer.
me and you. You got trips again?
Oh, forget trips. If Isra just has a pair. Linder's dead.
It's 2,000 to Linder.
I think so, yeah.
He ran into Roland once before, but he folds.
See?
One queen. Oh, he slow rolls the two queens.
Again? What is up with this? I thought we're friends.
I've been practicing. You think it's so easy?
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate
I've been
it.
practicing.
You can practice getting pocket queens.
I practice that at home, but I always sprain a wrist lock.
Isra running hot. Welcome back to the Trump Taj Mahal and the 2006 United States Poker Championship. Roland Isra with over 30,000 chips now is the leader at this arena feature table. Vince Procopio with pocket aces limps in. Trencher with 9-7 does likewise. It's on Linder with ace-6 suited, and Ramden's in for, I give up.
Well, Alana, I think the casino needs a different type of gaming license when 7 players go to the flop. Actually, 8 are going to the flop.
Why not Danneman? Make it a family pot.
He
Steve?
apparently had cards from a different deck.
All right.
I guarantee you, Lon, beyond a shadow of a doubt, when aces limp in, you got 7 callers, aces will never hold up.
Pocket aces of Procopio lead with 8 players to the flop. The flop is 5 deuce 6 rainbow. Well, a lot of straight draws out there, but Procopio's aces do hold up.
They do hold up. Victor Ramden with an up and down straight draw, you see, has the best percentage of winning the hand at this point.
Isra with a pair of 5s, bet 100. Procopio with those aces raises to 600.
Well, 1 card too late to raise. He will thin the field, but boy, a lot of draws out there.
Trencher got out of the hand.
I appreciate it.
And now it is on Linder with a pair of 6s. He'll make the call.
If he calls, I call. Pot odds.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Pot odds indeed for Victor Ramden.
He makes the call. Frederick folds, more folds. Richie gets out of the way. Now back to Isra.
Well, he's got a pair of 5s and a gut shot straight draw.
Roland Isra says no thanks. So the field has been narrowed to 3 as we go to the turn. The aces are still good for Procopio.
And with just 2 opponents now, Procopio's aces are a favorite to hold up in this hand.
So what started out as a very crowded 8-player hand is down to 3. Turn card is another 5. Isra would have had trip 5s, but he folded. Procopio's aces still lead. And he'll bet 800. Now to Linder. He folds. Victor Ramden now with that straight draw. He makes the call.
Well, Procopio played this hand, Lon, like a donkey held back in school, but now he just has 1 player and 1 card to dodge to take down the pot.
And it's a 4. Ramden hit his straight. Procopio first to act. He checks. Now Ramden, who made his straight, makes it 3,000.
It's an immediate call from Procopio.
And Procopio will see his aces have been busted. But they lasted a long time.
Nice hand.
Got a lot of bang for his buck.
Victor Ramden takes the pot after being down early. He's now in the black, over 24,000 chips.
Procopio invited disaster on that one, Lon, and disaster came right on time.
I limped in. Under the gun. Is that okay with you? He was hoping that I raised.
In the field this year is our returning champion, James Caparuccio, who, along with his Long Island home game buddy Ralph Pecorali, incredibly took first and second a year ago. River card, the 4!
James Caparuccio, 2005 United States Poker Champion.
Now that same home game has become a little more ambitious, entering 6 players this year, all trying to write a little USPC history.
Pete Esposito, Matt Vitale, Tamara Brookhagen, Ralph Pecorelli, and Ryan Dayton. Now we got the whole crew with us, ready to take the whole final table.
They may be amateurs, but they won't be intimidated. In fact, they think playing against the pros gives them an edge.
We all watch them all the time on TV, so it's, I guess we could say we know a little bit about their game as compared to Joe Schmo that we've never played with. We have no idea. I'd rather be at a table with all the pros.
We were chilling with Jamie Gold and Paul Wasco last night, having a few drinks, so it's kind of cool, man. You want to play with people like that, and I'd rather be surrounded at a table with all of them.
You know that home game, no one had any chips in front of them, just beer? I tell you, I could bust that game in a matter of hours.
I will book your flight, Norman. All right, back to action here at our arena table. Steve Danneman with Queen 10 of clubs limps in. Over to Roland Isra. He gives it up. Vince Procopio with pocket jacks will play. Trencher gets out of the way. His son's also playing in this USPC.
Thank you.
To Victor Ramden with the call. King, queen offsuit. Next in line, Dennis Frederick with pocket aces. He'll make the raise to 900. And that forces a couple of folds. 3 folds behind him with Danneman out of the way. Now to Procopio. His pocket jacks are good enough to make the call. Now to Victor Ramden. Ramden makes the call. King, queen offsuit. So just 3 players to the flop.
Frederick saw how Procopio's slow playing aces got him in trouble, so Frederick was aggressive, and he has narrowed the field to 3.
Now the flop. Flop is 7, king, 10. Ramden paired his king, but Frederick still leads with his pocket aces. Procopio checked his 3rd best pocket jacks. Ramden checked. Now Frederick with the 2 aces. He's reaching for chips. He's going to make it 1,700.
Call. And a quick and somewhat loose call from Procopio there with the pocket jacks.
And you know how much I like pocket jacks, Norman.
Yeah, I know. You always have them in your pocket.
Over to Ramden now.
He's bad, Victor. Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, why are you looking at him? It's the other guy who's got you beat.
Ramden got top pair. But 2 guys in the pot for 1,700 ahead of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Victor mucked this, because he could put Frederick on a set already, or even ace-king would have dominated.